This short story is about the time I phoned up an eBay scammer for a chat. This story starts and ends back in 2017. We'd sold an item, it was a child's toy, to a customer in Herefordshire, and a few days after we'd dispatched it, this customer opened the item not received case on eBay with the phrase non-receipt. That's all it said, non-receipt, and she ticked the want a refund box. Seemed a little bit strange. I think it was 4 working days and we'd sent it second class post, so it's still within the delivery window. So a couple of red flags were raised. We investigated a little bit more. We found that she'd actually left us a positive feedback already. It didn't say it's been delivered, but it did say, fantastic service or something. So, we just responded to the case. Now, I should point out here that this was in the days where not everything we sent was tracked, and this was actually an untracked item. It was, we used to trust a few customers. We'd already checked the address. We knew it wasn't a crack den. Well, it didn't seem like a crack den, but it seemed okay. Everything seemed to add up. We'd check the person's feedback. Before we'd ever send anything untracked, we'd always have a little shufty around to check that it seemed okay, and it did. So it was sent untracked. Then we got this case, but she'd left a positive feedback, but we sent the standard response back saying, perhaps saying, sorry, maybe wait a bit longer or check with your neighbours, just to see what the reaction was. And a little while later, response came back, said, I did all that before I contacted you. Okay, this is kind of not really adding up here, is it? So, a bit fed up with people making these claims, just a few words, not really cooperating, just didn't seem right. You just know, don't you? You just know. We didn't know because, we didn't have any evidence because it was untracked. But sometimes you just know. It's like that guy that talks about, are you out or you out? Well, we didn't know, but we definitely knew. So we decided to give her a call. And it's nothing, we don't normally do this, but I just wanted to hear someone say to me directly that they hadn't received the item. It just seemed wrong, and it's very easy to make this claim on a keyboard with no one in front of you. Just tell me it hasn't been received. So, phoned up, asked to speak to the person, said, yeah, that's me. I said, okay, this is Graham, and I'm ringing about the item you purchased from us on eBay that has got lost in the post. And she said, what item is that? I was quite taken aback by this. I was quite surprised that she didn't know what item it was. And I said, well, you just emailed us about 15 minutes ago about the item. And she said, I order a lot of things online. I'm really quite surprised at this point. I don't know where to take this conversation. Like, oh, this is really strange. So I told her what the item was. And I said, so it's really not arrived then? And she must have known at this point that I wasn't really believing her. I hadn't accused her of lying, but she must have realised I wasn't really believing her. And she said the most peculiar thing, something to the effect of, I am not personally aware of it being received. Not personally aware of it being... That was a little bit of a twisted way to state, no, I haven't received it. I'm not personally aware. So at this point, I'm thinking, this is obviously a scam. And she knows I know, and I know she knows. It's one of those situations. What happens next? And she just decided to go on the offensive and launch herself at me. She starts saying, you shouldn't phone people on a Sunday. Okay, but you... And I was going to say, you opened the case on a Sunday. I was just... You're not allowed to phone people on a Sunday. It's appalling. It just starts. I'm like, okay. And she just piles into a complete, you're a horrible man. This is breaching my privacy, and on it goes. And I'm on the phone, oh no. Eventually she hangs up. She just hangs up. I'm like, whoa, what just happened? What just happened? I'm thinking, whoa, calm down. Something, obviously it's a scam, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's an untrader, but she knows that I know she's lying. That's the key. She knows that I know she's lying. Only takes a few minutes. Then there's the abuse I was getting on the phone, then starts on email, comments to the case she's opened, saying I've phoned her up and threatened her and harassed her and I've been suggestive to her, and there's all these kind of accusations going on. Whoa. But she said, well, I'll let eBay deal with it. I'm going to escalate this. Okay. Well, that's expected. But you know you're lying and I know you're lying. It's just fairly clear, isn't it? So we actually got several of these emails, and she starts putting lol in it, LOL, I'm going to... And eventually it calms down and we just ignore that. I think, well, it's the ball's in her court. She can do what she likes. I can't do much about it. It's untracked. I can't prove that she received it, even though she's never actually claimed that it was not received now when I was on the phone. She couldn't make that lie to me on the phone. She had to word it in that peculiar way. It all went quiet until the next morning. Then it starts again. And she's saying that she's contacted eBay and I've been reported, they're investigating me and they're going to deal with it. Scary stuff's going to happen to us. And they said that eBay recommended to them that they modify their feedback. Well, she can't actually modify it. She could leave a follow-up, but she couldn't actually modify the feedback. So we're thinking, eBay didn't say this. eBay didn't say this at all. This is just not true. But then 1 minute after she sends that comment to the case is closed. It's just closed. And we get an email saying, thank you for working with this customer to resolve this issue. You've got your money back off hold, everything's fine, you don't need to do anything else. I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? What just happened? Well, calm down. And now we're looking at it from a few years hence. It's fairly clear that it was a case of a keyboard warrior. It's very easy to make a false claim just tapping on a keyboard. And it's very difficult to actually lie to someone's face. And she decided to go on the offensive, just screaming at me down the phone and then on email. But eBay wouldn't, if she'd not received the item and she'd said that, eBay would not have recommended that she close the case. It's just, they would have advised her to keep the case open, to be calm, just escalate it when on a certain date, when enough time had elapsed, see if we put the tracking number in, which we couldn't, and then all would be fine. That's what would have happened. And I just find it incredible. Maybe that's the positive thing about the story. Maybe the positive thing is she had a conscience. She did have a conscience. She was going on about, I don't want you to scam you for £12. Well, what you kind of did, didn't you? We all know you did. But I think she had a conscience. That's a positive thing. It's a positive thing that maybe someone just, people talk to their friends. Oh, well, if they send it untracked, it's their own fault. They should have sent it tracked. You're entitled to it. You're entitled. It's their fault. When it came down to actually, all she had to say was, no, I'm sorry, it didn't arrive. I'd have said, well, can you wait a few more days and maybe you'd let us send you a replacement? That's what we do. It's much better to say after 4 working days, still within delivery window, I want all my money back. No, it didn't add up. But still, all's well that ends well. And another little piece of information I just checked, and it's a few years on now, but I just checked, and that account, her account, under that name at least, does not exist on eBay anymore. So maybe she tried this trick a few times too many, and she got chopped. Hope so. Because we just don't need these people. We don't need these people. Genuine customers, thumbs up. Genuine issues, we'll sort them. But people messing about like that just cost everyone time and money. But there we go. That concludes our first short story. We'll make more short stories whenever time, inspiration and energy allow. Until then, bye-bye.